Something else we looked at in this course was the concept of a view model. And I consider a view model pattern to be a best practice for MVC applications. The idea behind a view model is that you build specific types that will be used to carry information to your view. So these are classes that are dedicated to a specific view, perhaps more than one view. And instead of sending your business objects or your entities into the view as a model, you transfer that information from that business layer into a view model and pass the view model object into your view. In the real world, it's actually very rare to be able to take a business object and just pass it up to the user interface and be able to retrieve the information that you need. Most views need to display an amalgamation of information from different sources. So not only do you need some information about the movie that the user is interested in seeing, but you also need information about the current user, maybe how many people are logged into the website, some statistics that you've picked up from third parties about this movie. Trying to cram all that information into a single business object doesn't provide any benefit for your business layer. The business layer puts very different demands on the objects and the types of objects that you have to build. On this slide, we have a class called Movie Summary Model. It's intended to be a view model for a specific view that's going to display some information about a movie. And we could use the ID and the title and the release date that comes straight out of the database. But then instead of pulling the actual review objects or the review records from the database, all we need to display on this particular view is the number of reviews that the user could get to if they want to see the reviews, and perhaps calculate an average rating. So you don't want to perform these calculations and aggregations inside of the view because, again, views are difficult to test. If you put all this in a view model, have the controller perform the calculations, and put this object together, it's very easy to unit test that and make sure you're performing the correct calculations. Something else you can do in this view model is, let's say that the is in theater flag and the is on DVD flag, that information comes from third-party web services. Now with the view model, we have a very convenient container to aggregate all this information and put it together into a class that is now dedicated to a view. And the controller action that produces this movie summary model object is going to be easy to unit test. We just need to feed it the information and make sure the correct information here appears in the model.